Hi, and welcome back. Today we are going to go over the mod Advanced Genetics. Now I have multiple mods, so you're going to see different things around my shop and area, but I'm not going to go over those in today's segment. Today we're going over Advanced Genetics. Now if you've never gone through Advanced Genetics before, I'm going to show you how to build some of these. I'm not going to build every single one, but I'm going to show you how you can build them and get the instructions for. So to start off with, if you want to get into this, you need to build a DNA analyzer first. So what we're going to do with that, we're going to go in here, we're going to press E, and the way I've configured this, you can type down here any mod and it's going to bring it up for you. Alright, so that brings us to Advanced Genetics, right? And so we wanted to build the analyzer. So, looks like you need 8 pieces of iron and a magnifier, but I don't have a magnifier right now, so I'm gonna have to build one. So it looks like you just need a stone rod and a piece of glass. So let's go build that. Alright, so let's build that. So now we have our magnifier, but then again it did say you can put 8 pieces of iron around, so luckily I had that in my pack, and boom, there we go, we have an DNA analyzer. So let's go back up top. So once you have your DNA analyzer, you're going to want to hook it up to power. Now I have a Tesseract, so that's going to be the easiest way for me to do it. I'm going to set it here. If you don't have a Tesseract or you don't have a complicated power source, you can go ahead and you can make a combustion generator. So I'm going to show you guys how to make that generator real quick, but we're not going to use it. We're going to keep on using my Tesseract. Okay, so you can type in here. There we go, combustion generator. So you need 2 furnaces, 1 spider eye, and 6 ingots of iron. So let's go ahead and build that. Alright, so I've got cobblestone. I'm gonna need a spider's eye. Just one of those. And then I've already got some iron on me. Let's get some ingots. Okay, and then how you can power the combustion generator is you can use either coal or you can use charcoal. So I've got both of those. Now I don't necessarily need to run the combustion generator, but I'm going to show you how to use it. So when you get up here or wherever you're going to build, go ahead and lay down the combustion generator. And then all you have to do is take your DNA analyzer or any one of these bad boys, set it down next to it, go ahead and put in some coal, and then that fires that up. So when you put it next to it, it's going to start generating. So we're just going to get rid of this for now. And we're going to go back to using the DNA analyzer. Boom, we have some power going on here. So then we're going to need to make a scraper. To make a scraper, you can still go in here and you can find scraper. How do we build that? 2 stone rods and an iron ingot. Now I already have one built. So you're going to take this scraper, you're going to right click on any mob. It will hurt the mob, so if it's a friendly mob and you don't want to kill it, only hit it a couple times. So let's say we're going to go over and get from a sheep. You're going to get the ability to eat grass by right clicking, and then it produces wool for you. So I've already scraped some skin scales. So you're going to want to get these skin scales, right? So all you got to do, put it in the DNA analyzer. Now it's going to take a long time. How you can get past that and speed that up is you can get an overclocker. So if you want to know how to build the overclocker, go in here and let's look for it. So right here. So it requires a clock. So that's 1 redstone in the middle of 4 pieces of gold. That gets you your clock. Then you put your clock in 4 sets of redstone, and boom, you have an overclocker. So that just speeds up the process. So we can go ahead, we can take that. And so just by right clicking on it, you put a couple overclockers on there, and now you can watch it speed up. See, it's a little faster, but let's dump 6 in there. It speeds up the process a lot more. Now the next step in the process is we're going to want to build a DNA extractor. We're going to want to build all these different things here, okay? So in this specific order, even if you didn't have them lined up, what you would need to do is you would need to take the DNA analyzer, get your cell. You need to put your cell into a DNA extractor, and that's going to extract the DNA. Then you can put it in here, and it's going to decrypt it, and it's going to find your different gene for you. So starting after that, we went to the analyzer. Then we're going to go to the extractor. So it seems complicated again. So you need 7 pieces of iron, you need a hopper. So a hopper is 5 pieces of iron and a chest. If you need to know how to do a chest, it's just 7 pieces of wood planks. So back to the extractor. So you make the hopper, you make the basic DNA dictionary, which if you don't know how to make that, let's click on that. So that is 4 cells and a book. So again, the first thing you need to start off with is this DNA analyzer so that you can get your cells, right? So you're going to need to get a lot of those skin scales. So you might end up killing your mobs, but you're going to have to do it anyway. So maybe get some wheat, breed a bunch of mobs that you want if they're the kind that you can breed, like sheeps per se. Get your cells, build that book, then you can build the DNA extractor, and it's very self-explanatory as to building the different ones. So that should be easy. So I'm not going to go over each exact one. So let's show you what it looks like. So you put it in there and you just saw it, we got our cell. Let's put our cell in here. Now this is going to go really fast because this is my actual setup. Super fast, boom. And then, like I said, it sends it down the line. So to the DNA decryptor, you put that helix that we get, and then it comes out here, slides over here, DNA splitter. So what happens is you get to choose what happens with that helix. So right now I could get the gene woolly, eat grass, or just turn it into a basic gene. Basic gene does nothing, right? So let's say we want to eat grass. So there we go. We have a gene in eat grass. We have the organic drops. Now, for the gene here, you're going to take that, you're going to go over to the breeder. As you go to the breeder, it says breeding state 0 out of 8. So what do? You're going to have to go back, scrape a ton more sheep and get, or you can scrape DNA from everything else. It doesn't matter what it is. But when it says that basic gene that I said's like good for nothing, it's good for nothing as in giving you something. But what you do is you take that and you drop it in here 8 times. So you're going to need to do that 8 times. So let's go get some cells. Okay, so we have our cells. Now, again, if you do a setup like I have here, all you can do is you can just keep dropping those there. So let's see, back over to this one. So the DNA extractor, it'll keep shooting it down the line, so we can just kind of fill it up. Then we can decide what to do with those cells. We can turn them into genes, or we can turn them into basic genes, which is what we want. So right now it looks like we're full, so let's go over here. So let's go basic gene. Sometimes you cannot get a basic gene. So for me, that one's just useless. That one's useless as well. It's hard to get a basic gene, so sometimes it can take a long time. There we go, basic gene. And another basic gene. And you have to do this 8 times. Kind of tedious, so it does take a lot to be able to get any specified gene. It is random. Sometimes it takes 6, sometimes it takes 8. Just unfortunately, it's taken us 8 this time. So let's see, I've got 6 basic genes. And I've got a couple more skin scales here. So let's go get those basic genes. Okay, back here. Unfortunately, eat grass. Basic gene. Just need 2 more, that's it. Basic gene. Bravo. Okay, we jump over here, and now I just throw those in. Now we have our DNA. Centrifuge. So you put your completed gene in here, then you're going to need to make a syringe. So an empty syringe is 1 glass bottle, 3 pieces of iron, and an arrow. So let's go make a syringe. Okay, so need an arrow. So let's take 1 glass. Takes 3 glass to make 3 bottles. And then I've got some iron behind us. I'm just going to take the whole block. Oh, whoops, I'm getting mixed up here. Okay, 1 arrow. Boom. Alright, we have our syringe. So how we use the syringe is you will right click it, right click and hold, and then once you've held down for a couple seconds, then you let go and it's going to extract some blood from you. So what you can do is you can go over to the centrifuge, throw in your syringe, throw your blood in there, centrifuge it, throw your completed DNA in there. So you throw blood in there, then you get your syringe, then you go to the DNA combiner. So you put your centrifuged needle in there, your syringe, put the gene in, boom, it's filled. So all you would do, now I don't want to give this to myself, you do the same thing, right click, hold, and then let go, and then finally you'll be able to eat grass, and you have your gene. So you just repeat that process for any gene. Hi everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, give us a like and subscribe, and check us back for more content.